Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about how we are going to get the hybrid parameters, or we can also call it as H parameters from the two-port network. Okay, so this is the two-port network. So in the left side we are having port 1 and in the right side we are having port 2, and in port 1 we are applying V1 as a voltage and I1 is flowing, and in port 2 V2 is we are applying and I2 will flows, and here coming to the currents, I1 and I2 both are incoming to this network. So that is the reason why I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. So here we can write I1 is equal to minus I2 or I2 is equal to minus I1. So this condition is very important. Now coming to actual concept, that is getting the hybrid parameters from the two-port network. So this is the most important question. Okay, so we know that the standard expressions of hybrid parameters are given by, so V1 is equal to H11 I1 H12 V2. Next I2 is equal to H21 I1 H22 V2. Now these two are the standard expressions of hybrid parameters, and with the help of these expressions, so we can easily find the hybrid parameter from the two-port network. Okay, now you can observe that from equation number 1, so V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2, and here from equation number 2 we can say that, so I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Now you can observe this equation. So here in two equations I1 is common for the first two hybrid parameters and V2 is common for the second two terms. Okay, now here the thing is, if you want to get the hybrid parameter H11, H12, H21 and H22, what we need to do? Okay, so this is the question. Simple. So for H11 and H21 we are having I1 and I1. Here for equation number 1 we are having H11 into I1, equation number 2 H21 into I1, and coming to the second term, that is H12 into V2, H22 into V2. Now if you want to get the value of H11 and H21, what we need to do? Simply first short circuit the port 2. Okay, so for example, see, again I am drawing the two-port network. So here if you want to get the value of H11 and H21, simply you need to short circuit port 2. So if suppose we are going to short circuiting this port 2, then what happen? So in case of short circuit, the voltage is equal to 0. So that is the reason why if you want to get the value of H11 and H21, so in case number 1 we are simply short circuiting this port 2. If short circuiting, then the value of V2 is 0. Now after getting this one, just substitute in equation number 1 and 2, then the whole term will become 0. Okay, so for example, if I am going to substituting the value of V2 is equal to 0 and V2 is equal to 0 in these two equations, so it will give this complete terms will become 0. Now what are the remaining terms? So V1 is equal to H11 I1 and I2 is equal to H21 I1 are the remaining terms. So from this we can say that, so for example I am writing here, so V1 is equal to H11 I1 and I2 is equal to H21 I1. So after substituting the value of V2 is equal to 0 in equation number 1 and 2, so then you are having only equations like this. Okay, now from this expression we can find the value of H11 is equal to V1 divided by I1, and from this we can say that H21 is equal to I2 divided by I1. Okay, so like this we need to find the value of first two hybrid parameters H11 and H21. Okay, now coming to the second one, that is getting the values or finding the values of remaining two parameters. Those are what? From equation number 1 we can say that V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2, and from equation number 2 we can say that, so I2 is equal to H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. Now Already we know the value of H11 and H21. Okay, so by short circuiting port 2, we are making the value of V2 is equal to 0, because in short circuit the voltage is 0, current is maximum. So because of that condition, if we are short circuiting port 2, V2 will become 0. So by applying that value, then you are going to get the value of H11 and H21 like this. Okay, now coming to the second values or other two parameters, those are H12 and H22. So in order to get these two parameters, what we need to do, we need to take the value of I1 is equal to 0 in the two-port network. It means what? By open circuiting the port 1, you will get the value of I1 is equal to 0. For example, I am drawing the two-port network here again. Just see here. So in this case, we are applying V2 and simply we are open circuiting port 1. So in case of open circuit, the value of current I1 is equal to what? 0. So that is the reason why by open circuiting port 1, the value of I1 will become 0, because open circuit current is 0. So that is the reason why substitute this value I1 is equal to 0 in equation number 1 and 2. Then so you will get the expression from 1 is V1 is equal to H12 into V2. And from equation number 2, you will get I2 is equal to H22 into V2, because we are substituting the value of I1 is equal to 0. Here I1 is equal to 0 because we are open circuiting port 1. So in case of open circuit, current is 0. That is the reason why in case of open circuit, I1 is equal to 0 in port 1. So just we are substituting this I1 is equal to 0 in expressions. Finally, by substituting this I1 is equal to 0 in the expression, you will get only these two equations. Now from this equation, we can write H12 is equal to V1 divided by V2. Okay, and from this equation, we can write H22 is equal to I2 divided by V2. Okay, so like this, we are going to get the remaining two parameters by open circuiting port 1. Okay, so in this case, to get the value of hybrid parameters from any network, in case number 1, open circuit port number 1, then I1 is equal to 0. Substitute I1 is equal to 0 in the standard expression, you will get two parameters. And in case number 2, short circuit port number 2, then in case of short circuit, the value of voltage is 0. So by short circuiting port 2, the value of V2 will become 0. Then substitute that V2 is equal to 0 in the standard expression, you will get another two expressions or two parameters like this. Okay, so this is the procedure we need to follow whenever we are going for the calculation of hybrid parameters from two-port network. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.